mean, we're getting better. We're making progress. You know, we got guys that do certain things really good. You know, Juan comes in there and gives us a little different shake and bake off the edge. But you know, it's all relative to who you play against right now. I think we got a lot of young tight ends right now. We should be doing a good job, and I think we're okay. We're solid right now.
Did you kind of expect, I mean, prior to camp, that you'd be rotating a lot of guys like this, trying to find mix and match pieces?
Well, here's what I tell them: if you do what you're supposed to, then I'm going to rotate a bunch of guys. You don't do what you're supposed to, then you're going to stay in there until your tongue's touching the ground. I mean, the bottom line is, we got guys that are trying to do what we ask them to do, so it's kind of more of a reward than anything else. How many guys are going to play? I couldn't tell you that right now. You'd love to have 5 defensive ends and have 5 guys you can trust to go into the game and do what they're supposed to do. That's the goal.
Paul talked yesterday about, and he's talked this week about getting separation, starters kind of starting to separate themselves. Brian and David, have they done some of that, or do you feel like they're still kind of fighting for their spots too?
I would tell you this right now, based on what they've done the last couple of days, I would tell you they're clearly the 2 starters with one exception, and that's Juan, because Juan could very well be a starter against Florida State if he scrimmages well. And I'll be honest with you, everything I'm saying right now, if they don't scrimmage good, when they wake up the next day, they're going to be second team.
Who would, not to get too hypothetical, but who would you replace out of those 2? Who would kind of be in
Well, we
jeopardy?
got Shaq is really having a good camp. I think Q's having a good camp. Let me say this, and don't ask me what their real names are. Okay, but I think those 2 guys are having a good camp. Like I said, I think Juan's doing a good job. And we'll find guys to play that won't hurt us. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how good we're going to be. I hope we're really good, but I know this: if they're on the field, they won't hurt us.
These guys who were back from last season didn't produce a whole lot, at least as you look at the stat sheet. How much production do you need to get out of the DNs? I mean, do you feel like that was lacking as you kind of looked at last season?
I really can't say because I didn't even look at last year. I don't even know what they did last year. All I know is what I'm teaching right now. You obviously have to have production, but a lot of it is really based on what the offense does. Just like if, you know, right now our guys are doing play action passes and they're keeping 7 and 8 guys in protection. You can't have any production. Unless one of those guys fall down and we get lucky. Now, they want a 5-man or 6-man protect, that's when you got to start getting production. So it really is relative to what the offense does. But sure, I mean, you have to, when you get a chance to make a play, you have to make the play.